Hello everybody, GamerPenny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV Online Let's Play. And we are back with Vesper. I really enjoyed doing the raids with you guys last time. We do have another raid quest to get undone. It's the Sky Pirate raids. It opens up the first Alliance raid that we're going to do. But I don't want to do them 2 episodes in a row. So we're going to hang on to Sky Pirates until we get a little further into the main story. So right now we are outside Tailfeather carrying on the main story quest. We're meeting Lucia, so let's talk to her. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Yeshtala to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphino, yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine, if you will follow me. You'll have to excuse me a little bit. Allergies are catching up with me. So, you know, throat problems on top of allergies. Alright, let's head to Annex Shrine. Oh, a couple things that I did between episodes also is I was trying to do duty roulettes so we could get some more Wondrous Tales. I don't think we're going to complete them in time to get all 9. But because of... We did Arms of Father, and I did another level 60 dungeon, and when I did that, we leveled up. So we're level 61 now, which is great. So we're already going to be ahead when we start taking on Stormblood, which I'm not opposed to. I like being ahead of the story. We probably won't run into, like, level blocks in Stormblood until maybe towards the end, but even then I'm not sure if we'll get blocked like we did, but we'll see. Especially if I keep doing Wondrous Tale stuff off camera, because when you do the like daily duties, you get a lot of XP. Alright, we need to speak with Vidofnir. You know what? Someone's missing from our party. There you are. Wing sauce. I don't know why I don't like taking them out up these stairs. I think because it's such a narrow passage. Oh, Kashla. Vidofnir. How it be, girl? Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Yeshtala. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, Knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Retatosker, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Yeshtala. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Yeshtala once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people, in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have my answer within thy lifetime. So soon, my humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. She's a really good diplomat. Speak with Elfino. That dragon looks cool. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen. However, mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friend gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Elfino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Cool. Alright, what do you got for us? Oh. I saw the picture and was like, oh, I remember her. So it would seem we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Yeshtala in Idleshire. Alright, we can do that. Get to Idleshire. Bye, Vidofnir. Thanks for considering our plea. Alright. Yeshtala. Nice and bright sunny day. For once it's not raining. Hey. Ah, Vesper, 'tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Americ's proposal with Hraesvelgr, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Sharlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge, which we should be on our way. Okay, let's go meet this Sharlayan scholar. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Yeah, she's right out here. Alright, we're waiting for the scholar. Here she comes.
terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves.
Elfino.
Pray, allow me to introduce Krile, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last.
I mean, I don't know
miss.
if we look the part, but we do look cute.
And who is that I spy but young Alphino Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Krile and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Krile.
Its face.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time.
I love her.
asking.
She's picking on Krile, or picking on Elfino.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Ooh.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
I just realized we're wearing Yeshtala's boots. So that's a glamour that I bought from the store as well. I bought her outfit. So we have her boots on. So just pointing that out. All right, off to see Master Matoya. I love Krile and Alphino. He's got so many like older siblings, you know, like people who like him, but like are shaping him to be they're just shaping him to be like a well put together person who's capable of handling themselves. Like that's how I feel. Oh, I was like, what's this? It's the next Alexander one. All these people who like give him a hard time, it's because they really like him and they want him to be. I mean, he's Louis Swall's grandson, so they are kind of giving him the guidance that he's missing from his grandfather. What do we know what happened to their parents? Was that ever said in the lore, or are they still around, or are they not? If you know, let me know in the comments. I'm not... I'd really like to know. I'm trying to remember if we've ever learned that. Alright, 2 Matoyas. This is where I'm glad we had flying. Okay. Wing sauce, you're right in the way. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Surprise! This is a cave. Oh. I've heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Apologies. Alright, let's head in. See how this meeting between Master Matoya and Krile is gonna go. It's two very strong-willed people.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Krile, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Krile, you too possess the echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
Yeah, of course. Why would you second guess that?
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
Yeah, why are you having this conversation in front of me, huh?
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh,
We just want your trinkets.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which served to guide the elementals to Yeshtala. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Sweet.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
We might get Thancred back.
Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
Oh, jeez, could you imagine?
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
So she whisked him away all the way to Som Al, Yeshtala did. Alright, back to Tailfeather then. Oop-a-doo. I'm excited. I'm excited that we might be able to see Thancred again. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Krile. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory. A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. Interesting, choice of words there. I propose we split into two pairs. Yeshtala and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Vesper and Krile question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Ast Vath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. You got it, Elfino. Alright, let's ask some of these, My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Oh, here I am going around theories in my head and oh, okay, got it. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Like, oh, well, he uses that in, yeah, like, oh, gosh. That's a cool, guild name there. Lupard. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. Hi, can you tell us about Thancred? No, ain't seen him around. Sorry. I mean, thanks though for looking, I guess. Let's get a new minion out, by the way. Who'd we get? Wind up cursor. Oh no. Marsachamp. What's that you've got there? A sketch? Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a hireling vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? It does, actually. It does sound like our man. And one more over here. Grimold we gotta talk to. A hireling man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? How about this sketch? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river, to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. I think we got a couple different things going on here. Hey, Krile. Ah, Wing Sauce, get out of here. Finished? In that case, I think we learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found. Alright, where are we going? We're going up here? Let's see. Eye of the Beholder? Yeah, that's what we want. I got another beast quest to do out here, I think, so I just want to make sure that was the right one. An odd place to meet, by the way. Stop pointing at our butt, cursor. I really want to get a better staff for this outfit, too. I mean, it's cool what we have, but a better one would be better. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it was wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable hireling hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right. Quite right, Krile. Quite right. Let's try saying that 10 times fast. Yeah, cool. Alright, Delphino. Oh no, you again. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Ast Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along. It's embarrassed. It's embarrassed that he told Yeshtala she looked good naked. I mean, I would tell her that too, but it's okay. Yeshtala is, girlfriend material for sure. Alright. Vath storyteller. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Ast Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. Showing him the picture. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly, and you are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from some all, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lost Nath, not long ago, when he heard that One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned? Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. Alright, let's get out of here. Ravana, again. Great music. I hate the fight. Doesn't this look like, Minas Morgul from Lord of the Rings? I'm giving away. If you're not watching the other, I just feel like a nerd when I say stuff like that, but there it is. Alright. How far? Yeah, he should be like right down here. Destination spot? Oh, fight spot. Oh, that's for... I was like, wait. Right, wing sauce. Take these guys on. Right. Misclicked there. Uh-oh. Oh. I have a distraction. A kitty's trying to climb on my lap. Not now, kitty. Here, this destination? Wait for your comrades to arrive. Thancred!
Who else could be? Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
Yeah, let's get in there and help. Oh. So someone else fought and dispatched of Ravana. They got the black mage outfit on. That's a cool shot right there.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not! So you are the warrior of light. the savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Rude.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Stop that, you. Yeshtala! That was rude. No, you know. Oh no, we're getting our ass kicked, man. Uh-oh. Thancred! Awesome fight scene, man.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
Where are you teleporting to?
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
I love this game. Hey, Thancred.
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Sure, let's get the heck out of here, man. We got Thancred back! Hey, bud.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
Good old Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all together.
Look at that picture. Oh, God. Take a screening.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and
The
hides.
mouse is just, like, following him around.
Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
I do like this outfit for him.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
Hello. Yeah, that's us.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until
Why
now,
wouldn't he
that
just,
is.
travel and, like, get word, I guess, that the Scions were forgiven and stuff?
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Do. How curious these warriors of darkness are. Alright, Delphino, what have you come up with? Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down Primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggled to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Vesper. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive of Sir Amaric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing. I thought she escaped with Vesper. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Yeah, Thancred. Speak to Vidofnir. Okay. Can I just... do I have to go through this thing? Or can I, like... is there a way to get up here without flying through the stairwell? Like this way, maybe? Vidofnir. Okay, cool. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another. Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter. I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought. For justice she sinned. For redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Amaric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. Thanks, Vidofnir. It is happening, Ysael. Would that you were here to see it. Aww. Uh-oh. A cutscene.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Oh no.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming
no.
patricide.
Amaric!
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Oh no. What a cliffhanger, man. And it is going to be a cliffhanger because we've reached the end of our episode. So guys, we're going to go ahead and end here. But man, oh man. I honestly thought we were past that cutscene, so I'm glad I didn't mention it like earlier. Oh, remember the time Amaric got stabbed? Yeah, man. Hey, cursor. Pointing at us. That sucks. Amaric got stabbed. So we'll find out what happens in the next episode. So guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.